He just goes on collecting trophies. Sir Alex Ferguson. These are players who, between them, have won the lot, done it all. And still, it means so much to add another medal to the ever-growing collection.
It's a massive achievement by everybody at this club, and I'm so happy that I'm part of it.
It could be the greatest achievement. Normally in the season, United have written off maybe once, but this season it's been about 5 times.
For anyone to say that they've lost it would be, I think, an injustice to us, because we're the one that put the run together and the pressure was on.
We get more enjoyment watching the fans, I think, watching them enjoy it, because, you know, we felt we disappointed them last year.
The league table never lies. We're worthy champions.
Sunday, May the 4th, 2003. The day United were confirmed as champions and the celebrations began in earnest. 12 months on from that fateful day at Old Trafford.
Wilson! Old Trafford crowns the Premiership champions again, but this time it's Arsenal.
To ensure that didn't happen again, United smashed the transfer record for the 3rd time in just over a year.
At 23 years of age, you know there's great potential. He will mature here and develop into the best centre-half in the world.
I want to win trophies and I want to win things, and I feel I can do that here. I've seen the boys who were with England, they're hungry as ever. As I said, it's like they've not won a championship yet and they want to do so again.
Spanish keeper Ricardo was added to the squad, now under the watchful eye of Fergie's new right-hand man, Carlos Queiroz. It had been an interesting summer. Roy Keane at the centre of controversy over his decision to leave the World Cup, and materialisation of that book. The word on the street, which United and Ferguson were finished.
At the start of the season there'd been noises from down south saying that the power had shifted and that was the end of the dynasty. Teams don't become bad teams overnight, you know. Managers of the calibre of Sir Alex doesn't become a bad manager because, you know, he's turned 60. I mean, it doesn't work like that.
To lose 1 championship is barely acceptable. To lose 2 is unthinkable. United careers were on the line. Rio would have to wait to make his United debut. Injuries had decimated the defence. No Gary Neville, no Fabian Barthez. And 6 minutes into the first match of the season, Wes Brown broke his ankle. But even with those absentees, the Champions League qualifier against the Hungarians of Zalaegerszeg should have been relatively straightforward.
Here's Van Nistelrooy. Solskjaer pulling away to the left. Giggs coming up behind him, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has hit the post. Well, that's a decent start for Manchester United, only a couple of minutes gone. And it was a good strike, that. Solskjaer trying to sneak in. Oh, and Van Nistelrooy. That's probably the best chance of the half. There are 3 minutes of overtime to be played here. The Zeta fans are on their feet applauding, so you can see what this result means as far as they're concerned. Oh, and they might do even better yet. A run-on goal, and it's in! Zeta have scored. It's a goal for the Hungarians in the very last minutes.
I think we weathered the drizzle, but the storm is yet to come, I think. It's going to be very difficult for us over there in Manchester, but football's a funny game. You never know what's waiting around the corner. So, you know, miracles do occur, and hopefully the miracle will be at Manchester next week.
Not the European start everyone had hoped for, but 3 days later, the new Premiership season dawned. West Brom's return to the top flight was marred by the sending off of skipper Derek McInnes at Old Trafford. The 10-man baggies, though, were proving a tough nut to crack, leaving the manager with one option: his super sub.
It could be an Ole Solskjaer type of day. Beckham once more, out by Moore. Giggs. Beckham. Keane. In for Scholes, and Solskjaer, yes! For Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United goal 100. And of course, from the bench.
Got good height as well, Martin. Chelsea when they put it in there.
Well, three members of the back four in there, and Melchior and Gallas have goals against Manchester United for their name, and Gallas has got one here. Great start for Chelsea inside 3 minutes. It's a grand goal. Bend it like Beckham.
Well, mark that one up, Mark Tyler. We might not see a better crossfield pass in this whole season. Wonderful ball, and I thought he might have hit it right-footed, but he came inside Babayaro and was so cool, was so accomplished. What a finish. Absolutely stunning reply.
Down goes Lampard. Zenden takes it on. Oh, it's gone in from Bayern Zenden into stoppage time. An unstoppable strike. Sylvester. It's a great run. Oh, it's a tremendous equaliser, and it's Ryan Giggs. Most important for Manchester United, it's 2-2, but for Giggs, it's his 100th Manchester United goal, and it's come at a crucial time at Stamford Bridge.
We felt the way we played in the second half. We thought we could come out on top in the end, and maybe we should have had a penalty, but we were disappointed in there at half-time. We conceded right just before half-time. We got an earful from the manager, and that lifted us up for the second half.
What did Paul Scholes say? Did he feel it was a pen?
Yeah, we all felt it was a penalty, and we're disappointed, but hopefully these things even out over the season, and we'll get our penalties when we need them.
Do you think you'll be able to keep Rio out when he's fit?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We'll have to wait and see with that.
Well done. You are the Barclaycard man of the match,
Thanks
John.
very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheers, man.
It wouldn't be the last impressive performance by John O'Shea this season, but when your £30 million defender's fit, and with Champions League qualification on the line, Rio's time had come.
Neville. Keane moving it on quickly. Oh, so did Scholes. Van Nistelrooy's in for Manchester United, and he scores! 5 minutes gone, and the Dutchman strikes again for Manchester United. Scholes pass. Van Nistelrooy closing in on Illich, and he made it look easy. Referee just easing them back on the edge of the area there. Scholes is also looking quite menacing behind the ball on this one. Not often you get a free kick that... Wonderful execution by the England captain. It's a great ball by Keane to Beckham. Scholes, oh, he misses it. Van Nistelrooy, Scholes! It's free! Paul Scholes! Van Nistelrooy, Giggs making a forward run now. And the collision is between Sasha Illich and Van Nistelrooy, who's gone down in a heap. Oh, a red card! Sasha Illich has been sent off. Oh, we have got a sensation here. It's a red card for the Zeta goalkeeper, the former Charlton player. Sasha Illich coming out of his goal here to collect, lifts his foot, connects with the left knee of Van Nistelrooy, and the assistant on the far side immediately with the flag, penalty and a red card. Emphatic. Oh, Solskjaer's through. 2 to square it to. And he doesn't need to square it. When he comes on, You expect him to score every time. Solskjaer, oh, it's a really good finish.
Keane offering himself for the short corner. Charged down by Reina. Solskjaer's header. This is Giggs, and that's 1-0. Well, that didn't take long. Inside of 7 minutes, Ryan Giggs gives Manchester United the lead. Soft goal for Sunderland to concede. They appear to have dealt with the initial danger from the corner. Phillips to Reina. In towards McAteer. Good goalkeeping by Carroll. McAteer smuggled off the line somehow. Flew! It's another debut goal for Torre Andre Flo.
The frustrations began to boil over, and predictably Roy Keane became the centre of attention. A war of words with his former international teammate Jason McAteer ended right on full time, as Keane was sent off. Already in the dock over the serialisation of his book, Fergie thought it was a good time to send Roy for the hip operation he so desperately needed.
And the Roy Keane controversy continues.
It would be almost 4 months before Keane returned.
Beckham. Giggs. Lovely ball. Van Nistelrooy! In fact, the referee's pointing to the penalty spot.
Well, he was very quick, Mike Riley. The ball just looped in behind the three central defenders by Ryan Giggs, and Van Nistelrooy certainly got the other side. Well, there's contact, there is an arm, and you get these at Old Trafford.
Ruud Van Nistelrooy, who scored the winner against Borough at the Riverside last season, can give United the lead here tonight. And does!
Oh, Van Nistelrooy takes it wonderfully. Oh no, how on earth not? Well, Van Nistelrooy went screaming at the referee's assistant. Alas for the Dutch striker. It wasn't Russian. Nolan to launch one. I think he's just buying some time and some breathing space for Bolton. It's been an exhausting second half. Oh, Beckham lets it go. Nolan! Lightning may be striking for the second time in 12 months.
Rio's return to Elland Road was always going to go down well with the natives. The West Yorkshire club under Terry Venables had started the season well and even led the Reds in the table. In the press, it was Cantona all over again. Ferdinand, though, would have the last laugh. But in September, the word was United were in crisis.
Gets it wide to Hart. Trying to shut him down. Hart's cross, goal for Leeds for Harry Kewell. Taken into the 66th minute. But it does come when they're on top. It didn't for Manchester United.
The knives were out. The manager's decision to remain in charge and the performances of some of United's big-name stars were heavily criticised by the press. With just 2 wins from their first 6 games, the table showed the Reds down in 9th place. But in reality, the season hadn't even got going.
The early season we had decisions to make about some players who were carrying injuries, and we could have delayed the operations and things like that, but I felt that get it over with now, and then hopefully everyone's all right for the second half.
It was a gamble to send the players under the surgeon's knife, because I think they had the injuries that you could probably get away for a couple of months, you know, playing on. But you know, he took the risk. He wanted them fit for the second half of the season, and it's paid off.
There were adversaries old and new to contend with in the Champions League, and the first group stage would provide a neat distraction from the heat of the Premiership. Well, after the first few minutes, anyway.
And Batir's played it in here for Katan. That wasn't in the script. Maccabi Haifa, beyond their wildest dreams, lead at Old Trafford.
Neville. Giggs. One each. Ryan Giggs, who has scored at least once in every of the 8 Champions League campaigns he's played, is off this year's European mark. Giggs. Terrifically neat. There is no, regardless of the opposition, a certain assurance about Manchester United here tonight, and they attack immediately at the start of the second half with David Beckham in at Solskjaer. It's come back for Veron. Within 25 seconds of the start of the second half, Stretford end, Manchester United surely home and dry. Crisis of confidence. Are you sure? And then it was only a matter of time before results started to follow performances. And the results. John. Badir. Nicked in by Veron, chased in by Forlan, watched out by Ejiofor, pursued by Beckham, who's got over. Penalty. Without a shadow of a doubt. Now who takes it? David Beckham has won it.
Forlan, I think, is going to take it off him, is he?
He's gone over and said, "Skipper, surely now. Please, please." But anyone with an ounce of humanity says please on his behalf.
But there's a few butterflies there now.
Diego Forlan. Now! Relief! Relief! Match 27. Goal 1. Diego Forlan for Manchester United. Well done, sir.
His enthusiasm in training was great. I had no doubts about the contribution he was making. All he needed was a break, and when he got it, he ended up giving us 9 goals. It's fabulous.
Keane. Everson, Richards. Some save by Barthez. Tottenham should be in front. Now here goes Van Nistelrooy through the middle. Brought down by Doherty, was he? No! Oh, Beckham's furious. So's Van Nistelrooy. And Rob Styles, the referee, had a long, hard look towards his assistant on the far side. Here's Giggs. Solskjaer. Oh, Doherty this time, it is a penalty. Second rash challenge in the space of 30 seconds. Gary Doherty escaped first time, but not this time. And the arguments are still going on about the previous incident. Oh, he is the consummate taker of penalties.
While Van Nistelrooy had picked up the habit from 12 yards, other habits die hard. When Teddy Sheringham was substituted, he made straight for the home dugout. Oops.
Beckham finding Giggs with the outside of the boot. Veron on the left-hand side, and it's in towards Van Nistelrooy on the chest, in the net. Manchester United in front, and it's that prolific striker again. It's Ruud Van Nistelrooy, and it's top class, absolutely top class. Now Veron popping up on the right side for once. Philip Neville was caught. Referee plays a good advantage with Ruud Van Nistelrooy. Giggs. Oh, picked out Nicky Butt with a chance. Van Nistelrooy, it's 2. Zivkovic. Babic. Schneider to Pashchuk. And now a chance, and it's 2-1.
Another game run by Robinson. Linking up with Jensen. He's all alone here, Klaus Jensen. Oh, he doesn't need anybody. Fantastic individual goal by Klaus Jensen.
Charlton Athletic's first goal in nearly a month is against Manchester United. Solskjaer's flick. Giggs. Scholes is forward. Giggs into Scholes. Comeback goal for Paul Scholes. Comeback by Manchester United. It's 1-1. Less than 3 weeks after lying on a surgeon's slab, Paul Scholes announces his return with a well-taken goal. Here's Van Nistelrooy breaking clear. Real opportunities. Ryan Giggs. He's wolfed past Kylie and taken his time to pick his spot and maybe win this match for Manchester United. Has to come back to Kishishev. Headed down by Bartlett, but headed out by Bartlett, and Manchester United can break, and they outnumber Charlton on this break. It's Solskjaer, it's all to his right. Giggs has stayed on side. Van Nistelrooy's there, Scholes is there, Solskjaer's there. It's going to be Van Nistelrooy. It is 3-1 to Manchester United. It's another comeback victory in London for Van Nistelrooy and company.
Another big win for Arsenal today, though. You're giving them a bit of a head start.
Yes, but I mean, they have got off their fire. They're not making any mistakes, and you have to give credit to that. But, you know, the game is a strange game, football, you know that. And they'll hit a blip sometime, and hopefully we can keep our form going and be there. And if we're there, then we'll have a chance.
Over at Highbury, there was an arrogance that could only lead to tears. Remain unbeaten for the season. Now that's quite a claim.
Solskjaer. On to Scholes, clever angle on the pass. Scholes caught into Giggs. Might come from him again. It has. Manchester United in front. Ryan Giggs. Here's Beckham combining with Ferron. Fantastic goal. Wonderful, wonderful finish. The exchange with Beckham was sumptuous. It deserves something special to crown it, and Saber Veron provided it. However many they score tonight, they'll do well to beat that one. Now Zé Elias, who's shown a yellow card, straight red. Late foul on Veron, got a talking to a moment or two ago, stroke of half time, and he's off. Much fun being the coach of a team 2 down and a man down at Old Trafford. Manchester United have now added to that with a cross from the left-hand side by Ryan Giggs, which has been deflected into the goal. And the third goal has taken some time in arriving. Giggs says that's mine, but I'm not sure. Fortune. Solskjaer gets a chance like that, and Manchester United have scored 4.
Now David Beckham has a habit of making the girls cry, but he needed all his skills as a father to stop the tears of mascot Kalisha Hayward. Overcome by the occasion, David saved the day, and United saved it very late against Everton.
Campbell with time, looks for Rooney. Rooney in need of support, which is arriving now. Campbell to his left, Lee Tier to his right. Rooney could go all the way through here. Such confidence from the youngster. Giggs here looks to get through, and Ryan Giggs is through. Scholes. It's been a long time coming, but it has come with just over 4 minutes left. Manchester United get their goal. Paul Scholes. Van Nistelrooy through, and it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Was he pulled back? He was. Penalty. It was Weir who pulled him back, and he's shown a red card.
The laws of the game dictate here that David Weir's had to go. Solskjaer's pace taking him beyond, and it was an arm around the neck that did it, bringing Solskjaer to the floor.
Silvestre, Scholes. Paul Scholes is going to get another, is he? He is! What a way to round it off! Rough on Everton, it may be. But Scholes, who started it all off 4 minutes from time, finishes it all off in injury time.
You haven't been scoring goals here. Does anxiety start to creep in?
I think it does, more so with the fans than the players. Obviously, you know, the fans were great tonight. They was cheering us on right to the end, and that's important. 'Cause, you know, in these sorts of games, you need that when it's 0-0 and it's going right to the end. The fans need to push us on. So, you know, they've done that, and you know, hopefully, you know, we've done well tonight as well.
Here comes Marlborough. Davis, Brevitt, Rufus Brevitt, Salah let it go, Morley came in at the back, and Fulham lead. Giggs, Beckham, through to Giggs again, and maybe through to Solskjaer, and still only Solskjaer! What an extraordinary finish! After Beckham delivered and Giggs didn't get a touch, Fulham seemed to have the numbers. The angle seemed prohibitive, but Ole Solskjaer fair lashed Manchester United's equaliser. Out by Finnan, held out by Sava, taken by Marley. Davis through the middle. Marley. Blanc saw him off. Penalty. The French veteran centre-half, shoulder to shoulder with the bright French striker. Arm as well as shoulder. Barthez is taking his time. No one could disrupt a penalty quite like this guy. This happened with Muzzy Izzet last year when Leicester came to Old Trafford and Barthez sort of got away with it. Then this time he's been booked for his gamesmanship. Eventually now, Steve Malbranc, and Barthez has made it work. Finnan behind off Silvestre. Well, if those mind games were the decisive factor, then Barthez played them very, very well. Giggs with left-footed in whip. And Blanc all alone had to score. He barely had to spring. Veron. A lovely burst from Seba Veron. In for Giggs. And Veron. It's a fabulous goal. Really super goal from Juan Sebastian Veron for Manchester United. Giving, receiving and thumping past the Lefteropoulos. And the game is up for the Greeks. Fortune was caught on it by Karen Burt. This is Frutos. And still, that's a terrific goal. A very, very good thrusting run and finish from Lambos Frutos. And Olympiacos just have the glimmer of a chance. Djordjevic, Moriquai ahead of him. Predrag Djordjevic. Fantastic goal! Bolt from the blue, and they have hauled Manchester United back. Predrag Djordjevic with the equaliser, and now the place is fizzing again. Well won by Fortune. Scholes, Veron. Scholes, it's in! And Manchester United re-establish their lead through a fearsome hit from Paul Scholes and a fairly horrible flap from Dimitri Eleftheropoulos. Well, by hook or by crook, they did it. Manchester United are first past the post of the 32 tastiest teams in Europe. None has beaten Sir Alex Ferguson's thoroughbreds into the last 16, but Manchester United will be in the second phase of the Champions League, aren't they always? Kinsler in towards Melbourne, and Aston Villa are in front. Their first away goal of the season comes at Old Trafford. Neville's throw. Solskjaer is there. So too Staunton. Beckham. Lifted into Forlan! Manchester United really need a goal now. Goes without saying that Diego Forlan could do with one. Scholes. Now Sylvestre. Charged down by Delaney. Sylvestre again. Dug out for Forlan! He's taken his time about it, but Diego Forlan has scored a Premiership goal at last and has come to Manchester United's rescue. He's hit the woodwork, he's hit goalkeepers, he's hit points east and west beside, but his ordeal is over. And one of the cruelest jokes in football needs a new punchline, because Diego Forlan has scored for Manchester United.
Do you feel as if you will now go on and score regularly for Manchester United?
I hope. I always try to do the same things, training hard, try to keep working the things that are a little bit, not the best, and then when I have the chance to play, try to score, or if not, to be positive for the team.
We have seen you trying, but maybe your luck has now changed, yes?
I hope so. I hope I will do the same things and try to be worthy for the team.
Having sealed second phase qualification, Fergie was able to give full debuts to Ricardo and Kieran Richardson against Maccabi Haifa. Meanwhile, Daniel Nardiello and Mads Tim were also given run-outs as the manager looked to blood his new breed of exciting youngsters.
Zatantas. Katan on the turn. Good effort! Oh, what a goal! Overrun. Benny is not giving up the fight. That's Zatantas. Oh, another screamer! The Maccabi second eclipses the first, and that was good enough. That is one of the best shots you will ever see. Good work for Zatantas. Also, Zatantas has continued here. Ricardo's come a long way. Did he get to it? Referee says penalty.
It's definitely a penalty for me. Zatantas, I think, has been man of the match. Absolutely fantastic.
It's Yakubu Ayegbeni for Maccabi, and it's 3-0.
Van Nistelrooy, Scholes, Phil Neville for Manchester United, scores! Spencer's free kick, Beattie went to meet it, Warmrod held it up, this is Fabrice Fernandes, oh what a strike! Instant equaliser for the Saints. Away to Giggs by Delap. Now Scholes. By Svensson. Free kick quickly taken by Giggs. Kept rolling by Veron for Forlan! What a goal! It's becoming a regular occurrence. Diego Forlan again! They bought him.
Forlan, get a chance here for Beckham to turn the screw. He will cross, and the referee is going to give the penalty for the push on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and here is Manchester United's chance. It was Beckham's cross. It looked harmless enough, really, but Andy Impey going in on the back of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been seen to push him over, and England's captain will step up to the spot. Normally so reliable. Deadly Beckham. Manchester United 1, Leicester City 0. Back here for Scholes. He'll look to play a 1-2 around the edge of the area. He'll look to thump it with that right foot of his. Still Solskjaer. Here's the cross, and here's number 2. And it's Richardson, the teenager who has dived in. A moment to savour for the teenager. 18 years of age, and Kieran Richardson has arrived.
He had 8 glorious years at United. Of course, he played against them 3 times last season for Aston Villa. But you just sense that this is something a little different even to that.
Wasn't he?
In the Manchester City lineup, no Mancunians, not even a Lancashire lad, not even an Englishman. And yet they feel they're the local club against, undoubtedly, the written into the equaliser. That 100 Manchester City goals for Sean Goater.
You get to that point sometimes, enough's enough, and certainly that day, you know, that was a big moment, crossroads for us in terms of. I thought the fans would turn us after that game.
It's a long time since we've been beat off City, and I think, you know, you don't like to say it, but I think it was something that we, you know, probably did us good.
It was the lowest that I've been since I joined United after that game. It was horrible.
The manager was really concerned about the spirit of the players. He was not sure at this time we still wanted to achieve things.
He let us know that we let ourselves down, we let everyone down, the fans, everybody involved with the club.
I think it shook the whole club really, and you know, that was probably one of the kick up the backsides we needed at the time. And since then, we've played a different way. We've played a more direct and aggressive way, and I think the fans have appreciated it.
The manager promoted Mike Phelan to help with first team duties, but against Bayer Leverkusen it almost got worse before it got better. Ricardo bringing down Thomas Podaric after quarter of an hour. Thankfully, Jan Simak found row Z in the Stretford end, and United took full advantage.
A lovely ball from Barrow. Beckham for O'Shea. Van Nistelrooy. Veron. Oh, it's a terrific goal.
Having to tuck in to defend. Sinclair's Bills can't get beyond Fortune. Solskjaer. Van Nistelrooy. 37 minutes gone, and it's that sinking feeling at Upton Park again for West Ham and Glenn Roeder. Carrick. Oh, the cameo back into traffic. Defoe. He's deserved it. West Ham have deserved it. It's 1-1, 5 minutes to go.
This is another close one, Martin. When it breaks as Canio comes in field here. Laurent Blanc, you see him just here now. Oh dear me, I tell you what, I'm surprised the flag hasn't gone up.
Blanc! Oh, David James!
What a save.
Fantastic goalkeeping here.
Oh, he thinks he's won the game. My goodness me. What a mess, and he should score though. This is when he gets left out, up it pops. Van Nistelrooy thinks he's heading it in. How does he miss it?
9 points adrift of the Gunners, United's title hopes were looking bleak. At the club's AGM, one shareholder even demanded the removal of the manager. And with Newcastle, Liverpool and Arsenal to come, the press were now sharpening their knives.
The turning point was the game against Newcastle at home.
Brilliant play by Solskjaer to keep it in, to go past Hughes, to get it across for Scholes. Well Scholes is the scorer, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who incidentally has never scored against Newcastle, the provider supreme.
This is a sloppy ball, you know, it's played out. But somehow he makes something of it. Nicks it past one, nicks it past the other. And time again, this young lad arrives right on cue.
Bewildered. And Olivier Bernard has, in most unusual fashion, too strong for Gents. And there was a deflection on it. Van Nistelrooy! They're back in front quickly. Giggs. There's Sylvester on the front foot again. Forlan, plenty of time to line it up. Van Nistelrooy in stoppage time before half-time. His second, Manchester United's third. And Shearer hits it! What a way to reach another milestone for the most prolific Premiership marksman of all time. 100 now in the Elite League for Newcastle. Forlan's onside. Nervy for Newcastle again. Van Nistelrooy, hat-trick. 50 goals for Manchester United. Big numbers all over the place today, including the scoreline. 4-2. Sylvester, Solskjaer, he's in, he doesn't miss. And there's another landmark for you. His first Manchester United goal against Newcastle. It's been a long time coming in his career. Shearer. And Bellamy glances it in. It's 5-3.
It's a big night for Manchester United, and it's the biggest night of all for FC Basel. Never before have they played on a stage as elevated as this, the first Swiss team ever to reach the second phase of the Champions League. And they come out to a sparkling welcome. The spectators issued with 20,000 sparklers to greet the players. It's a good job the firemen aren't on strike in this country.
Well, if United didn't know what was coming, they certainly know it now. Basel all-out attack. They've got to be strong at the back early on. The midfield's got to protect.
They'd love to get off to a flyer, and they almost did again. It was off the line, I think, by Fortune, and it's in! Unbelievable! Jimenez has scored inside 35 seconds. Solskjaer. Van Nistelrooy! That's what they needed. Giggs. Ricochets off Haas. Giggs is still in there lurking, so's Van Nistelrooy, who's won it back. Haas has slipped. It's Ruud van Nistelrooy for Manchester United. And still, and it's ordinary turnaround. There is no such thing as a quiet night in with Manchester United. Chipperfield. Referee's given the free kick, which is taken very quickly. Basel need to hurry things up. Need to regain the rhythm and the tempo that brought... And it is 3-1! 3 goals now in 7 minutes. And it's Basel's turn to simply fall apart.
December the 1st, Anfield, the second of 3 make-or-break matches against their rivals for the Premiership. Gerard Houlier's side were neck and neck with Arsenal, and the locals believed a first title in 13 years was on its way. The game turned on a goalkeeping howler, and it was Diego who made the Scousers cry.
Such a tight game, it's been broken open in extraordinary circumstances.
It's a bread and butter mistake, this, Martin. It's easy. It can take it, and then clear it. Total lack of concentration. Big error. I mean, it's easy for him. And probably one of the quietest Manchester United players of the day, Diego Forlán, gets an absolute gift. Christmas has come early.
Oh, it's through. It's Forlán again. It is Forlán again. His first away goals for Manchester United. There are 2 of them now, and at Anfield of all places. Solskjaer trying to stop the distance in Reese's throw. Carragher. All sort of claims. Hopia puts it in the bottom corner. Liverpool may be back in business from the skipper.
Liverpool hoping to do what both Birmingham City and Newcastle did here. Come back from 2 goals down and sneak a point.
Owen. Harman!
Oh, what a save.
Fantastic football.
What a
from
save.
the player who had the shot and the man who kept it out.
Well, he's not had to make many saves, has he? I thought when it leaves Haman's foot, it's destined for the top corner.
Straight back in title race, beat Arsenal, let's that day. Job's a good one.
Now what? It was a bit of a gift to give United the first goal.
Superb, lovely gift. Thanks, Jersey, doing it.
O'Shea, Forlán. O'Shea's played it through and he's onside. It's Diego Forlán who can't stop scoring and carries on his run. Chadwick. Got away from Branch. Pulled back for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And that was unstoppable.
I think sometimes when you've got to win and you've got to produce performances, that's probably when you get the best performances out of the players in the team, and that's what happened.
You know, at the time Nicky Butt was out, Roy Keane was out, and we had partnerships of Scholes and Neville, Scholes and Fortune, and they all did fantastic. I mean, Quinton Fortune was a revelation. Phil Neville, fantastic. It was one of the best midfield performances of the year was against Arsenal here at Old Trafford.
Ironically, it was only Quinton Fortune's broken leg at Anfield that allowed Phil Neville to partner Juan Veron in midfield as their injured teammates looked on. Injury too for Arsenal keeper Rabi Shaban, replaced by Stuart Taylor just before half-time, but by then United were already 1-up.
It's a weak one by Seagull to Solskjaer's head. Scholes, no flag. Veron! Scholes' cross. And was there a hand in there by Ruud van Nistelrooy?
Well, that's the first thing I thought when the ball goes up to him, Martin. Didn't he just lean down, control it with the right arm? But after that, when the decision wasn't given, 2 fantastic balls. That's a really poor clearance, but just there, it looks good. Oh, borderline offside, I tell you. That flag could easily have gone up.
Van Nistelrooy. Oh, Scholes has picked his way through! Manchester United 2, Arsenal 0. And at Old Trafford, they really do feel that Manchester United are back.
No questions about that, just admiration. A for Van Nistelrooy's determination at first to win the ball. And then it's all about Scholes. And that is a cameo of what he's all about.
Well, I think when you're playing such a good team in Arsenal, I think you've got to show commitment, desire and the will to win, and you know, it's my job just to tackle and just to give the ball to the likes of Scholes and Varane, and you know, they're the players that can open up defences. My job is just to give them the ball, you know, but I'm under no illusions. The sooner we get Roy Keane and Nicky Butt back, the better, because then we can really you know, surge forward. A month ago we looked at the fixture list and we looked at Newcastle, Liverpool and Arsenal, games that we probably slipped up in last year, and we thought we had to take maximum points from all three, and we've done that, and we've hopefully sent a little message to the rest of the Premiership, you know, that we're still fighting for our Championship.
He is flying. Giggs flicking his way away from Scaloni. Ryan Giggs, and still Ryan Giggs. And Van Nistelrooy. And the flag is up, which is a personal disappointment to him. An absolute travesty for Ryan Giggs, whose approach was quite glorious. And here's... He burst the net, and this one counts.
Phil Neville, who's been outstanding in his last two games, finds Van Nistelrooy. That's a glorious ball for Neville. Solskjaer comes to meet it, near post. Manchester United in front inside 15 minutes. Well, the free kick specialist, David Beckham, is on the bench, of course. I wonder what he'd do. That's what Varane would do.
See any criticism off.
O'Shea. Such confidence on the ball being displayed by all these Manchester United players. What a build-up this is. If they get something on the end of this, it'll be spectacular. And they have. To Beckham. Here's Diego Forlan with a chance for Manchester United! 10 minutes to play, and Diego Forlan, again, is the hero of Old Trafford. And Zola made the mistake that cost the goal. They've been chanting his name, and now they do so again with...
We're built on defence.
When you look at the table and you look at the goals against Fulham, and we've got the best defensive record in the league, it's something to be proud of, definitely.
As opposed to the previous season, where we can goals and turn a penny.
Because I think we were so good going forward, we had to have a little weakness somewhere, and it was going to be at the back.
We worked on the team, the shape in training more than the other season before. Yeah, we worked a lot on it at the beginning.
United's new Mr. Versatile is John O'Shea. On the fringes last year, his adaptability has gained him a regular, if somewhat changeable, position in the side.
5, you could say. 5 positions, left back, right back, the 2 centre-back positions and centre midfield.
And the frightening thing is he's getting bigger and stronger and quicker. I think we always have a laugh because in every game he gets a nutmeg on the player he's playing against.
When I was younger, I used to started off playing. I was a winger, so I've been trying to used to beating players, and luckily it's stuck with me. Over the long run, you don't want to be kind of that Mr. Versatile tag, shall we say. I won't complain if I play over 40 games a season, playing in different positions. So we'll wait and see.
He's absolutely beautiful balance, you see. It's a wonderful balance and 2 good feet. So, well, I've been very pleased with him.
Damien Duff to take. A posse of players around the penalty spot. He's shouting it, and unbelievably, it's fallen to flip-flop to give Blackburn Rovers the lead. Scholes, lovely ball, Van Nistelrooy onside. Would you believe it? He can't.
Not the Christmas cracker United wanted at Blackburn, and despite the return of the skipper on Boxing Day for his first start since August, the festive period tasted about as good as Mum's leftover turkey.
An interception by Kudru. Here he goes. He's a very competitive left-sided player from France, Frank Kudru. And Boksic is in again. Alan Boksic gets it absolutely spot on this time. Jeremy supporting Parnaby infield. Schultz made the run from the advanced midfield position. And it's Nemeth. Goodness me. Gillard Nemeth just cut Manchester United apart. They scored right on half-time and they have started the second half in similarly sensational fashion. Scholes making good ground for Manchester United. Solskjaer, it's a brilliant ball. And stepping in to strike is Ryan Giggs. 2-1.
Well, big 5 minutes from now. I think at this stage, you know.
Jeremy's come from deep. Macaroni. It's job. That could be the job done for Middlesbrough.
Not been a very happy Christmas for the fans so far. What's your New Year message for them?
Well, obviously we want to win the next game. 2 days later, we've got to win that game against Birmingham at home, Sunderland at home, and we'll see what happens at that game.
A conquering hero returns. Steve Bruce was captain here when the trophy procession began. He comes back as Sir Alex Ferguson takes drastic measures to try to keep the trophies coming. 4 changes. Giggs, Blanc and Gary Neville all drop. Van Nistelrooy injured. David Beckham and Rio Ferdinand return, along with Sylvestre and Forlan. On that for Sylvestre, and here's Beckham arriving, and here's Forlan! The goal has been coming, and it has come from Diego Forlan. Pulled one way and then the other. Bergham's resistance eventually broken. Taken by Devlin. Oh, it's a good save by Bartes. Fantastic stop. Karofsky it was who was denied, and how? Scholes to Veron. Manchester United 2, Birmingham City 0. Smile back on the face of David Beckham. And Manchester United's much-needed victory is on the way.
Just the right Christmas hangover cure. Thankfully, the forwards did what they're paid to do, because goal scoring's not been much of a watchword for the defenders this season. Rio's 1-yard miss against Birmingham followed John O'Shea's equal.
It's been very patchy. That's all I'm going to say on that. It's been very patchy. No, it's we were paid to defend, so I'll just leave it at that. After that, I was claiming his was worse than mine.
Because these ones against City, it's got to be worse as well, isn't it? I think he should have scored that. I mean, Marwan come over, had all sorts of pace and whip on it. They brought me to defend, not score.
I think the problem is none of our defenders got the nose broken. That's the problem.
So, 4 points behind Arsenal, having played a game more. In 2003, it was all about playing catch-up.
Coming to meet it towards the near post. Bartes with the punch away, straight to McCann. It's a goal. What a start for Sunderland. Happy New Year, you bet. They're on. Keane. And now Scholes. They'll have a go. Here's Roy Keane. Forlan. Brilliant. He's lost Craddock and keeps going and finds Solskjaer. Good save with the feet by Macho.
Incredible
chances created by Manchester United.
Beckham took it beautifully and delivers a dangerous cross. Oh, he's done it again, Nacho. It was Rio Ferdinand on the back post, the latest United player to be denied by the Sunderland goalkeeper.
And they can't quite believe it at the moment, can they? They thought it was a foregone conclusion. We'll come here against Sunderland, bottom three side, we'll turn them over, no problem. It hasn't been like that.
Which is finally beaten. Their brave resistance ended by David Beckham. 1-1. 10 minutes to go. Batten down the hatches now. Down the line for Wes Brown. In towards Solskjaer. And the header on by Forlan. Silvestre turns it back into the danger area. And Scholes has scored the winner. Now it can be a happy new year for Sir Alex. Only Manchester United could have done this for so long. Frustrated. Now they celebrate.
Belief, that's what it's all about. There's a real inner strong self-belief within the players, the whole dressing room, the manager as well. And you literally don't believe it's over until it's over. You know, it's not just a case of 90 minutes on the clock and the game's over. You carry on until the referee's blown for the full amount of added on time.
Gary Neville. Away by Primus, only to Ruud van Nistelrooy. Worked his way through. Giggs taken down. Primus, the offender. And Manchester United get a penalty in the 4th minute.
Absolute certainty. Absolute certainty. Well, they contribute themselves. I think they give Ruud van Nistelrooy far too much time. The decisions was an easy one. Van Nistelrooy picks it up. He's ready to go.
Big moment for Shaka Hislop. Ruud van Nistelrooy has only ever missed one penalty for Manchester United. Settle themselves with an early goal. It is Beckham! Straight over the top of Hislop. Right decision that he should take it, don't you think? 2-0.
Well, that's why he doesn't give way, isn't it? That's a quite stunning free kick. Absolutely stunning. It just doesn't just happen. It's because he practices and practices and practices. And even at 6'7", he gets nowhere near this.
Going forward and wanting an instant free kick played in by Taylor, and it is aimed in his direction. And Tomarov gets in, and it's turned in by Stone. And the breakthrough comes before half-time to give Portsmouth hope. Gibbs has steered it through to Van Nistelrooy. This will test Hayden Fox. He's got to get away from him. And he's brought him down. It's a penalty.
I think it is. I don't think he's given the ref any option. I think it's clumsy, it's ill-timed. It's a mistake in judgment because I don't think he's going anywhere.
Van Nistelrooy. Goal again. 2 penalties for Ruud van Nistelrooy. Looked like seeing Manchester United into the 4th round of the FA Cup. Wes Brown. And Scholes is through and onside. 4-1, 4th round. Manchester United safely through.
The Premiership title race was on hold as the FA Cup gave way to the Worthington Cup. Old friends said hello, but this was the business end of the competition. It was semi-final time.
We're on looking to Catherine Cole with a quick free kick. Here's Van Nistelrooy. First time from Beckham, and Scholes goes in and bundles it in. An element of fortune about it, but Manchester United will take that happily. They've broken down Blackburn's resistance at last. Cole. Here's Gillespie. Right across, and the equaliser. David Thompson strikes back for Blackburn.
Ferdinand's pass cut out by Kumas. Silvestre out of the game. Diccio and Roberts in support. Jason Kumas, yes! West Bromwich Albion in front inside of 6 minutes. Beckham though. Clipped in towards Van Nistelrooy, 1-1. Instant reply. West Bromwich Albion in front for less than a minute. There was a slip by Clement, which allowed Beckham to feed Van Nistelrooy, and he just beat Holt to the punch. Neville has raced forward again. Keane. Van Nistelrooy. Keane has gone on and kept it in, and there's Scholes! Oh, fabulous goal. Clean as a whistle from Paul Scholes. Marvellous assist for the captain, and Manchester United are in front. He has now scored in his last 4 matches for Manchester United, and that was tucked away delightfully. Van Nistelrooy, Moore just managed to toe poke the ball away, but only as far as Keane, and here's Neville. Rolled in towards Scholes. It'll come for Solskjaer!
One by Petit. Neville just got caught. Chelsea have got 5 forward here. Lampard making it 6. Petit's pass for Gudjohnsen. Well, Chelsea deserve it really for the poise and class of their play. Keane. Kim Lampard. Mancini trying to prevent the corner. He kicked it away quickly to Beckham. Scholes! Goalkeeper will reflect on the kick. The last person in the world you want to supply is David Beckham, because he supplies Scholes, who scores for Manchester United for a 5th game in a row. What a year 2003 is turning out to be for him. Look at the space for Scholes. On to Beckham. Van Nistelrooy! What a save!
What a piece of goalkeeping. That's a magnificent save. Absolutely.
Van Nistelrooy's last touch of the game.
How's that not gone in?
He gives way to Forlan. A move that must have been put on hold if Cudicini hadn't stretched so spectacularly. Lampard. Zola. Trying to keep it going to Lasso. The joy and jubilation in the Premiership in January.
Well, talk about a late show at Old Trafford. Don't leave this ground early. You might miss something. But watch Keane here win that ball, Martin. That's the important bit. Now, he's borderline offside there. Look at him. He just put his foot through it and hit the target. And even the magnificent Carlo Cudicini could do nothing.
It was really important because we needed the 3 points and to win, and to maintain the same distance from Arsenal. Well, then they have the game tomorrow, and we'll see what happens.
I think they know that we're in their cocktails. That's the place to be. We're going to, if we want to win away, we've got to keep knocking at that door until it opens.
Away by Brown. This is Two-Guy. Clip forward looking for Andy Cole! He's done it against his old club! Andy Cole scores against United and nudges Blackburn Rovers a little closer to another Cardiff final. That's by Silvestre. Beckham. Scholes! And again! He's done it! Paul Scholes just can't stop scoring at the moment. For the 6th game in a row, he rifles one in to draw them level on the night and in the tie. Scholes has got some space ahead of Beckham, but he's opted instead for Gary Neville. He's got away this time. Scholes! again! Goal again! Manchester United have turned it around, and Paul Scholes is turning out to be a real thorn in the side of Blackburn, and he's now given Manchester United a huge shove towards the Worthington Cup final. York. Taken away from him by Keane, and the flag stays down here, and Van Nistelrooy has got the edge on Gillespie. Ruud van Nistelrooy goes down, and he's given the penalty, and what does he do about Brad Friedel here, Jeff Winter?
Well, it was certainly a penalty, wasn't it? Brad Friedel got a piece of Van Nistelrooy's ankle.
Well, diplomacy reigns. Well, Ruud van Nistelrooy has only ever missed one penalty since he joined Manchester United. Van Nistelrooy! Goal! 3-1 to United on the night. Ecstatic celebrations. They must surely feel they're there already, and will be planning for a cup final date with Liverpool in March.
Goals bring confidence, and when I get a chance, I feel like I'm going to score, and you know, hopefully, at the minute it's great. They're going in for me, and you know, hopefully they'll carry on.
Es difícil encontrar palabras.
It's difficult to find the right words to describe what an impact that Paul's had on the team. He's been fantastic. He's been incredible all season, not only for his performances and his 20 goals, but also the fact that he's come in and saved us certain games at the last minute. He's been invaluable for us. You know, it's very difficult for me to find the right words to describe how good he's been.
And now Keane. Beckham, first touch, Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he shook him off so easily. Scholes couldn't do it. Can Giggs do it? Yes, he can. Manchester United take the lead. Ryan Giggs the scorer. Five-man move again by Manchester United. Veron. Giggs. What can you say? Absolutely brilliant. The whole ground seemed to pause to make sure that they'd seen Ryan Giggs score. Veron, that looked a good ball, and Van Nistelrooy's turned on it. Giggs to his left, Van Nistelrooy! Finishing of the very highest order by Ruud van Nistelrooy. Phil Neville charging forward, Forlan, and Neville's in the area now. Phil Neville! It's 2 goals in a minute for Manchester United. Beckham. And Forlan goes to the right and through the middle. Oh, Van Nistelrooy! Surely, yes. It's number 5. And it's number 2 for Ruud van Nistelrooy. And at this rate, he's going to beat last season's total. Clean through the middle here. David Beckham making the game look so simple. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looking to make it 6. Right on cue, thank you.
Sylvester driving a super pass for Beckham, one that he would really appreciate. Neville's gone outside of Beckham, and Beckham's played a nifty little ball in for Gary Neville. And here's Van Nistelrooy, Manchester United lead. It's a splendid goal. A really outstanding team goal from Manchester United. A goal that began with a raking 60-yard pass from Mikael Silvestre. It is his 25th goal of this prolific season, and it establishes a lead for Manchester United on the south coast. That's a lovely ball if he manages to keep it in, and he has Solskjaer. And he's pulled it back for Veron, who let it go for Giggs, and Giggs will get another goal and score.
Neville, still they search for that elusive goal. Keane. Sylvestre slipping to the floor, still managing to deliver. And Van Nistelrooy! He turned, he shot, and it ends in the corner of the goal. action along the way. Gives United the all-important breakthrough.
Now it was the manager's turn at mind games as he sensed blood in the title race. Some fans dared even suggest there was a quadruple in the offing.
Keane again. Lovely ball for Giggs. Scholes on mark, so it's Van Nistelrooy! He's done it again! Goal number 26 of an incredible season.
Double substitution for Manchester City. Number 8, Alan Ronaldo, and number 10, Sean Gilzer.
Involved straight away, he'll take the free kick and pulls it back cleverly for Wright Phillips. That's a good ball too. Oh yes! Isn't it unbelievable? Well, both the substitutes combine and Manchester City are off the hook.
It could have been much worse. Thankfully the referee spotted Anelka's handball before Gota scored again. But the title wobble was followed by an FA Cup disaster.
Through ball by Beckham. Or Keown struggling. Ryan Giggs. Giggs for Manchester United. The goal is gaping and Giggs has missed. Well, that literally was an open goal. That has to be one of the most glaring misses of Ryan Giggs' career. How did he put that over the bar? A horrendous error by Martin Keown. Seaman all over the place. Go on, just slide it in the net. And it was Edu. Oh, it's been deflected, and it's in. Arsenal are in front from a deflected free kick by Edu. Edu. Two up with him. Wiltord. Good chance for Arsenal. There's Sylvain Wiltord. And Arsenal go 2-0 up. And Wiltord, whose goal here ensured Arsenal won the Cup and League double last season, is on the mark at Old Trafford again.
So the quadruple gone and the initiative back with Arsenal, who celebrated like they had done last May. The manager wasn't happy, but what followed in the heat of the moment kept the tabloids happy for many days. With the Champions League second phase about to restart, it was a case of letting bygones be bygones.
Beckham towards Brown. It's in! West Brown's first goal for Manchester United comes after just 3 minutes. It's as if the winter break has never happened. They're winning again in the Champions League. O'Shea has sneaked forward. Beckham has seen it. Here is John O'Shea. Keane couldn't collect it. Davids could. Oh, he's a target. Shirts, victory for Manchester United via the most familiar goal scorer, Ruud van Nistelrooy. He'll need another shirt, but Manchester United have another 3 Champions League points. Oh, and that's in! Fired by Nedved. I don't know if Ferdinand got a deflection at the near post.
Woodley Bergson forward. That's Ivan Campo. Plenty of him to aim at for Djorkaeff. Bolton lead! Gotti got up at the far post. It's always going to be that sticky time of year, balancing Europe and the Premiership out of the FA Cup last Saturday. And because everything with Manchester United is black and white, there'll be some potentially riding them out of the Premiership today, unless they can find an equaliser. Over the top by Keane. Beckham is goal side. Beckham's cross. Solskjaer! They have saved themselves. At least it's 1 point, and Ferguson is waving them back to get 3. Beckham dashed to the byline. They let him go just once, and Solskjaer dashed to the near post to equalise as the clock ticked over 90 minutes.
The murmurings in the stands at Old Trafford were focused on, of all people, Ryan Giggs. A player who'd shunned many offers over the years to leave his beloved United had become the target for the Boo Boys. But as the saying goes, form is temporary, class is permanent, as he single-handedly dismantled Juventus' formidable home record in the Champions League.
Well, I didn't want to play him, but Diego got injured, you know, and I was forced to play him, and he was sensational when he came on. But there's no doubt when he's on song, he's certainly wonderful class, you know, and class wins important games, and we saw that with Ryan that night.
Solskjaer hooks it away. Manchester United do have a counter-attack on, and Beckham has spotted Solskjaer in some space. Excellent pass from Beckham. Giggs lets it run. Veron is 3 against 3. Dream start for Manchester United. Brilliant goal. The time that only Ryan Giggs can score.
And what will that do for him? Saying tonight, possible confidence down, things haven't been quite going his way. That is vintage Giggs. 2 goals coming off the bench. It's beginning to look like a bit of a storybook for him.
The name on the back of the shirt is Giggs again. Veron. Ushering Gary Neville forward. Neville's cross too long for Van Nistelrooy, but Tudor turns it against the post, and Van Nistelrooy turns it in. Manchester United lead by 3-0 against Juventus in Turin, and Ruud van Nistelrooy has just equalled a record. 10 goals in the season of Champions League football, a record he equalled last season, but he's done it with a few games to spare this time.
They'd also qualified for the quarter-finals with a few games to spare after a fantastic performance.
This is the view they get as they enter the arena. Here they come now.
On to Cardiff then, and the Worthington Cup final provided the season's first chance of silverware. Up against United, the old enemy, Gerard Houlier's Liverpool, and a far better day at the office for Jerzy Dudek.
Now Scholes. Giggs looking to get out to the left and gets the better of Carragher. Van Nistelrooy! Narrowly wide. So close. Here's Murphy. Switch. Gerrard going for it. Deflected! In! Liverpool get the lead. It's a pile driver from Gerrard. It was helped by the deflection. But what a big moment that is. Van Nistelrooy. It's Giggs. Punched away. Scholes! Oh, off the line. There's who? It's Stefan Ancho. Oh my goodness. He must be the luckiest man ever to have walked in Cardiff. Scholes, Solskjaer. And reset. Back towards Ferdinand, and Fabian Barthez is having to race back to goal here. It's Michael Owen. The chance to finish it here. Owen! Yes!
Disappointment at the Millennium Stadium, and once again Arsenal were talking big, claiming they could afford 3 defeats and still retain their championship. United knew they couldn't afford any more slip-ups, but with players returning from injury, the squad was back to its maximum for the final hectic 2 months of the season.
Scholes. Space for O'Shea. On to Beckham, onside. Pulled in, headed by Butt, forced in by Van Nistelrooy. That will clear the heads. Manchester United in front inside of 20 minutes. Beckham was clearly onside when O'Shea played him in. The cross was devilish, but went in. Van Nistelrooy went in. The final touch may well have come off Radaby. Half swing there, Viduka's header, 1-1. Mark Viduka equalises for Leeds United. Manchester United trying to be patient. Leeds remaining very competitive. Seth Johnson with the foul that time. Mikel Sylvestre, a most unlikely hero for Manchester United. Whenever a question is asked of this team, Mikel Silvestre. And Manchester United are very close to securing the 3 points they need tonight.
The irony of Silvestre's winning goal was that the substitute sheet had gone in with his name.
Yes,
on.
I know. He must have saw it going up.
It was fortunate that the player.
But you know, Mikel's had 4 headers a goal tonight, and thank goodness he could score with one of them.
Murat Yaki. He does like to shoot from prodigious distances. It hit Rossi and forced Ferdinand into hasty action. Barberis, Jimenez, touch to control and another to score. He's done it again against Manchester United. Christian Jimenez beats Roy Carroll and Bar lead once more. Fletcher. Yakin was stooping. Fletcher crosses a second time. Solskjaer. Gary Neville! I don't think anyone can believe it.
I think he got a deflection.
Came off a tuba. I wonder, do Ball know just how unfortunate they really are? In 11 seasons, it's only the 4th time that Gary Neville has ever scored. Are we privileged or what?
Well, Alan Wright's asking the goalkeeper, why didn't you come? I don't think he had a chance of coming. I know it's close in, but there's an awful lot of bodies in front of him, and the ball's such a good one.
Excellent save. The Manchester message is sent particularly to Ewood Park. Arsenal, we are on your tails. The gap at this moment is down to just 2 points. Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 1.
I sensed something when we beat Aston Villa away, and I think they slipped up that afternoon, I think at Blackburn away. And I sensed something that afternoon that, you know, even though we didn't play particularly well, I could see the determination within the squad.
Fran. Luque. Test of Blanc's pace, which is not the greatest. Luque's got beyond him. It's 1-0, and it's Victor. Victor. Exchanging passes with Valeron. Luque is the solitary Deportivo player inside the Manchester United penalty area. It'll take a good cross. Oh, and was that a push? It doesn't matter, it's an own goal. How unfortunate for Mark Lynch on his debut.
Giggs wins the header. Beckham. Solskjaer. Penalty. The referee did not have a moment's hesitation.
He knows he's made a big mistake, and he's paid the price for getting two.
Ball not exactly on the spot, but it is exactly in the back of the net. And Manchester United are in front just before half-time. Van Nistelrooy did well, surrounded by white shirts and still going. What a run by Ruud van Nistelrooy! What a goal this could be! They could close the betting on goal of the month for March, maybe even the season. Ruud van Nistelrooy with a very special effort.
Well, Jean Tigana is absolutely furious. He feels that there was perhaps a foul on Sylvain Legwinski. But that's not a detractor from one of the finest goals that we've seen this season. He really has been in the mood today. And when he gets in positions like this, you don't back against him. You really don't. And he almost takes the control and the shot in one movement. And Taylor can do nothing about it.
Oh, lovely skill from David Beckham. Scholes. And Nistelrooy wants his hat-trick. Here's Giggs. Ball set up nicely for him. Van Nistelrooy far post. And there he is! And he's got his hat-trick, albeit with the aid of a deflection. His 4th treble in the red of Old Trafford.
he's one phenomenal centre forward.
For me, the best striker in the Premiership, if not in Europe.
Ruud's been a sensation, I think.
His number of goals has been unbelievable.
He's in the Hall of Fame already, you know, and that's only after a couple of seasons.
Everybody was saying, let's see, the second season is always harder. And he was ready for it. I think he worked hard in the gym, he gets stronger, he worked his finishing, and that's the result.
You know, I was happy with the amount of goals I scored, but I wasn't really happy with the level I was playing at. I had some good games, but it wasn't like consistent enough. This season he's improved his play away from the penalty box. He's getting involved more in the build-up.
His hold-up play has improved definitely the last 6 months. Because, you know, we spoke to Ruud about it, and as much as important putting the ball in the back of the net is vital, that his hold-up play is important to us as well.
His improvement in his team play, his linking play, his beating men, his whole general game has gone up so many levels you can't believe.
Well, it's important for opponents, you know, not to, oh, that's what Van Nistelrooy is going to do. You know, they know what I'm going to do. That, you know, then it goes wrong. He's got a single-mindedness that he is going to score in every game.
When you study his record, you might say, yeah, he has a good record in Europe, or a good record just in the Premiership, but he doesn't have a bad record in any competition.
I think now we're seeing the best of him.
He showed his pace, skill, power, and the deft finish where the keeper's expecting him to take another touch, and he's just clipped it in. It's just summing him up world class.
The Fulham win took United back to the top for the first time in 12 months, with Liverpool, Newcastle and then Arsenal to come.
We're starting today. That's the biggest match so far this season. Then we'll beat them all. I think we'll win it all from here on in.
Let's make a break, isn't it?
If we win today, I think we'll win at Newcastle, and then that will set us up nicely for the Arsenal game.
I think we might beat Arsenal, but not Newcastle, to tell you the truth.
I think we're in the best form we can be in at the moment, and hopefully we can go on from there.
Kick. Scholes in a position to enjoy so much. Van Nistelrooy's turn. Penalty. Sami Hyypiä. Now what's Mike Riley going to do?
Is he going off? Is it yellow? Last defender. Goodness me, inside 5 minutes. Penalty's bad enough. Oh, he's off. The ball again's a fantastic one. I think he's pulled away Van Nistelrooy here. Left hand goes on to him. There's a pull there. He's pulling away at him. He's dragging away at the shot. He drags him to the ground.
He basically puts them to the goalkeeper's right. Will he do that again? He does. 1-0 Manchester United against a Liverpool side that has to labour with 10 men now for more than 85 minutes. No wonder Gerard Houllier frowns. Keane. Can Scholes get there first? He does. Is that impeding? He's given another penalty against Bischat.
Just gets there before him, Martin. Just gets a toe of it. There's a coming together that was unavoidable.
There's no red card this time, but there is the red striker, Ruud van Nistelrooy, spotting up his second penalty of the game and scoring again. Same place, same power, same result. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy didn't get a touch, but Ryan Giggs has scored at Old Trafford in the Premiership. And the last time that happened 2 years ago this month. Giggs. Working with Solskjaer.
United had signalled their championship intentions. Now thoughts turned again to Europe and what really should have been the dream final at Old Trafford. As the holders, Madrid came to Manchester to hand over the trophy in a ceremony at the Town Hall, attended by the heroes of the '68 winning team. The Lord Mayor accepting the giant cup on behalf of the people of Manchester.
It would have been great, really, had they not met in this particular round and met in the final being at Old Trafford, United versus Real Madrid. What a spectacular event.
It is a little bit special, this. Beautiful, beautiful evening. Every prospect of a beautiful game.
First half, we gave a couple of bad goals away. No matter what you say, there were bad goals we gave away. People consider Real Madrid were outstanding. I think they played well the first half, but we played very poorly.
I felt good, you know, the second half was a great performance of us, and we showed what we were capable of, and, you know, got us back in the game. And then we went to Newcastle and scored 6 over there. That was really, I think, that sums up the whole season.
Further than Manchester United would have liked. Trip by Giggs. Takes the free kick quickly. Solano. Bellamy beaten out by Bartes. And that was Woodgate trying to finish it off. And Genius! Genius by name, genius by nature. 1-0 to Newcastle United. The dynamic Dutch striker. Giggs. And Solskjaer is onside, and it is 1-1. But it has been coming. Oh, it's set up for another spectacular, isn't it? And Scholes! Right on cue.
Well, I have to say, you take the Genis strike out this opening 34 minutes, and this has been as impressive a Manchester United performance as I can remember. Just watch this. One touch there, a little look, flicking, he knows he's under pressure. One touch there, and just go and finish it with another one touch. I mean, this is football of the highest quality. And you just have to take your hat off and say, it's a joy to watch if you're a neutral.
Certainly plenty of people from Newcastle there who were wondering about a backlash and a little bit fearful of it. Here's Giggs. Brown taking over, setting up Scholes. He's done it again, and they've got 3 Manchester United. Talk about turning on the style.
Look at this for a drive and determination of the run. And well, that's trademark Scholes, isn't it? You've got a gap, and it's only a yard wide. This boy will find it.
Scholes. He is on a first half hat-trick.
They can come right again if they want, and they can go left if they want. Just have so many options when they're on the ball at the moment. They have this half.
And O'Shea a bit too strong for Solano. Still John O'Shea against the frame of the goal. Giggs! 4 in the first half at St James's Park for Manchester United.
Well, I don't think I'm wrong in saying we're in the realms of fantasy now. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about the most biased Manchester United fan. They could not have dreamt of that scoreline. That has been stunning. That has been awesome from Manchester United.
Randall's header only drops to Forlan. Solskjaer, Gary Neville outside him. Has a look to see what was on in the centre. Scholes for the hat-trick. He has it. But staying in there, of course, not offside because it was a throw. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Bramble.
There's hardly a grumble from anyone in black and white. They can't be bothered arguing, but you can't argue with that. That's a penalty. It's as simple as that. Steve Dunn doesn't have an option. Well, we know what side he likes. But has he paid attention to all the publicity this week?
And he's changed sides. Ruud van Nistelrooy keeps his run going. 18 penalties converted in succession. That's a fantastic sequence. But this is a fantastic scoreline. 6-1. And now the goal difference is level. And Bartes. In goes Amiobi. And that is a blot. on the scoreline for Manchester United, and Barthez has to take the blame.
People will, perhaps in a few years to come, really appreciate the quality of coming off a major issue like losing to Madrid, and then putting on a performance that against the third team in the Premier League, who'd had a great record at home, could have been one of the performances of the decade.
It wasn't quite the title decider, but neither team could afford to lose at Highbury. The home fans who'd led the way for most of the season were loudly confident that a win would take them back to the top.
I think we're going to beat Manchester United and show them what we're capable of doing.
If we win this game, title there, the answer is. Win will be great, draw will do us, but we're still going to win it, no problem. Double again, double-double.
We are the new team in England, and we are the team to beat.
Of course, the United faithful had different ideas as the tension began to show on some faces.
It's the game of the decade, really. I mean, if they win today, they got a 6-point lead. I can't see why they couldn't bring the Premiership home.
4 or 5 weeks ago, we were out of it. Now everything goes. As soon as we beat the Gooners tonight, that's it.
A win tonight, and we'll be well on the way. But even a draw, I think we'll still do it. We're in form.
My palms are sweating. I came from Norway for this, and this is just the highlight of my life so far. It's just crazy.
Giggs. The Premiership pendulum swings Manchester United's way.
Is there anything this boy can't do, Martin? That's just a stunning goal. I used that word a few times on Saturday against Newcastle United. But these are two of the best centre-backs in the country, and Keown and Campbell, and they're quick. You watch Martin Keown try and catch him here. Doesn't make any ground whatsoever. Across he went. He knew exactly what he was doing. Take Keown out of the equation. He can't touch me or he's off. Draw the goalkeeper. The rest is a formality.
I'd love to get an equaliser here, and Ashley Cole. Oh, it's in. It didn't take the direct route. Did it go on Henry? It's 1-1, that's what matters for Arsenal. All right, he's in. And Arsenal lead Manchester United by 2 goals to 1. Thierry Henry, one way and another, has turned it round in the early minutes of the second half.
But look at this. That's offside. That is offside. By quite a way. By quite a way. It's a fabulous ball, but he's offside.
And here's Butt. Oh, it's a free header back post. Ryan Giggs. What a game this is turning out to be.
Who crossed it? Who crossed it, Beckham, like? I think it was Solskjaer. Yeah. But Arsenal will be furious. Arsene Wenger will be livid. They've clawed their way back into this game. And then there's an overload at the back post. They get caught. And Ryan Giggs just stoops. Little header down into the ground. And the game is level. They couldn't have had the lead for more than a minute. The Cardinals selling football in a massive game like this. So you can see, look at him, he's furious. Furious. Look at him. Such emotion you don't see from the Frenchman often, but he's every right to be.
At that moment, Arsenal realised the advantage had gone. The once swaggering Gunners fans now knew United fully intended to get their trophy back.
Scholes has found some space here, and the control. Couldn't quite find Van Nistelrooy. But back to Scholes. Now Giggs. Fortune. Beckham. 4 red shirts in the box. Held in by Beckham towards Van Nistelrooy! It's one thing getting there, it's another thing staying there, but Manchester United mean to stay on top. An exquisite cross by David Beckham. Dispatched in typical fashion by Ruud van Nistelrooy, his 20th Premiership goal of the season. Dunn's free kick. Barthez towards Henningberg, who's beaten Barthez to it, and Blackburn Rovers are on terms. Nicky Butt, Paul Scholes, through space for Phil Neville. On the outside of Dunn. Now, how's your left foot? Not bad. Friedel got a touch. Scholes is there! 2-1. Rifled home by Paul Scholes.
Injury to Fabian Barthez meant Ricardo took his place at the start of the second half. But within minutes, Andy Cole had won Blackburn a penalty. Old Trafford held its collective breath, but thankfully the Spanish keeper redeemed himself.
It will be David Dunn, and it's a save by Ricardo. 0-0. Cole had got back there and won it. And Giggs had got back there and won it back. Pass 2, pass 3. Played beautifully into the path of Van Nistelrooy. Scholes! Marvellous Manchester United goal. And with an arc on, they have some breathing space. Paul Scholes completes a century of goals for Manchester United. What a stage on which to score it.
2 games against Madrid and also against Juventus in our group. You know, we beat them twice and we beat Madrid once at home, so we know we're not far away from going all the way there. But we also know that we have to make another step, and that's the small step, but the hardest step to make.
Taking their first tentative steps, the United youngsters secured the FA Youth Cup for the 9th time in the club's history. Homegrown talent has always been one of the mainstays of Sir Alex's career, and this season he's not been afraid to blood some of his starlets. The first teamers watched on, and after Arsenal threw away a 2-goal lead at Bolton the following day, they knew a win at Tottenham would give them a 5-point lead and put them firmly in charge at the top.
Beckham. Van Nistelrooy the block off the ball on Solskjaer. Scholes helping it on. That's a brilliant touch. Giggs. Paul Scholes! Manchester United lead at White Hart Lane. It's been a long time coming, but it has come. Never really been a deep inner feeling here that Tottenham had a goal in them today. Fortune trying to impress. Van Nistelrooy. Hail Ruud Van Nistelrooy. 40 goals for Manchester United in a season that Sir Alex Ferguson and his players must now believe is going to end with the ultimate domestic trophy, the Premiership. 2-0.
The fans who'd sung for the whole of the 90 minutes knew the team were almost there. From 9 points behind, United could now go 8 points clear before Arsenal played again.
Well, will this be the weekend that decides the destiny of the Championship? Whatever happens, it starts here at Old Trafford. Oh, here's Beckham, deflection, goal. It's all going Manchester United's way.
Definitely the start that Manchester United wanted.
Well, the goal's on here for Jensen. It's 1-1. And suddenly the world turns on its head for Roy Carroll. Van Nistelrooy. 41 for Ruud Van Nistelrooy. Solskjaer's great header on. Van Nistelrooy, he's got another one. He has got another one. It's 3-1 here. Manchester United will feel that that is the day done.
watch this. Who reacts first and quickest? Look at that. I mean, he's so quick. Look at Fortune. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Jensen. Let's didn't react to that quite as quickly as for Manchester United, marked in the grand manner.
He looks up. He sees he's front man, and look at this. Touch and hit. Exactly what's required. Unerring accuracy in the finish. It's a stunning hat-trick.
Mark Viduka sent Manchester wild. So despair in North London. But celebrations outside Old Trafford. The manager got the taste for champagne early, although there was no drinking yet. Still one final fixture to go before the real celebrations could begin.
And it's there! Kevin Campbell has flicked it home. It's going to be David Beckham. It's over the wall. It's into the corner of the net. It is classic David Beckham. Just fantastic. Nothing a wall can do. 12 out of 12 Premiership penalties. Advantage Manchester United at Goodison Park. He simply doesn't miss from 12 yards. And for the 8th time in 11 seasons, Manchester United are crowned Premiership champions. They've got their trophy back.
Yeah, I guess better each time because there's a new challenge every season, especially this year because questions were asked of us and we come up with the goods.
It's been a marvellous year, and it's unbelievable. You see this, everybody's so happy. We won the league now. That was the big thing, and we're just over the moon now.
I can't believe it. My voice is going and everything, and the fans have been brilliant. And it's just like the boys, we had a long, big hill to climb, and we managed to do so. And today we hit the rewards.
What an incredible season, written off so many times. Surely the 8th Premiership title in 11 years is one of the sweetest. There's never a dull moment with Manchester United, and after that fateful day last May, yes, we've got our trophy back.